Well, okay, Laverne, here we go again. Let's not make any boo-boos.
Well, I've had a lot of people ask when we were going to tape a new show because they said, "Oh, are you going to do some more?" So I'm kind of glad we did get together to do this because
Our public.
yes, and I do want to say now that we can maybe have a chance to talk about it. We have this beautifully designed logo that Blab did for us, and so we actually tried to make it into something practical that Shirley and I could wear. In fact, we wore them Christmas Day at dinner. Shirley's got one, I've got one, and
How the whole thing started, when I first came down here, I was in the Haven because I had fallen and hurt my back. But that's how we decided, well, gee, what a great idea, because, they come out with these things, and the girl comes in and puts them on you, and you feel like a baby.
but you keep your clothes clean, and so we decided that maybe other people would like them too. So we are taking orders.
Well, for you, baby, but I don't know how to make anything.
But anyway, so we never know where this could go. We might have launched a whole new fashion item.
Well, who it was my son who came in and said he would like one, remember?
Yep, and that we made him one too, but his has the glass of milk on it. So
Oh, I know why, because when he was growing up, my husband used to have such a fit, because I don't think we ever had a dinner or anything where he didn't knock his milk over or something. And my husband says, Quinn, if I could just have one meal without you spilling something. So he wasn't very popular.
well, at least he drank milk. I mean, that was good.
Well, we had a pleasant Christmas, and there was a lot of fun with that. We were all next door, everybody and their uncle, and had grab bags. And,
Well, is that the kind of thing you used to do when you were raising your kids? Did you play games and do different things? Because that was sure a lot of fun.
Well, my family got together, it was a party. One would play the piano, one would sing, and Santa Claus would come through for the kids with the sack. And I think the before Christmas was fun at our house because my dad would be outside ringing bells and saying, "Oh, there he is, he's looking in the window, kids," and had us scared to be good. And then every Christmas, we'd put up stockings, and my poor dad always got coal in his. And the story behind what that was is we should cuss, because that's why they put coal in his, and we got fruit and nuts and stuff like that. But anyway, it was the same old deal like the old families used to do. The women did the cooking, and after the dinner was over, the guys went and played cards. Well, we sat around chasing the kids and drinking beer.
It's always very fun to see your family get-togethers because they're always so active.
Yeah, they all think they can sing, they all think they can dance, and they all think they're stars. And I think if they were on Major Bo's Amateur Hour, they'd get the hook.
No,
Nobody today probably knows about Major Bo's Amateur Hour.
What was that?
Well, it was an amateur show and when the act came up and people didn't like it, they'd give it the boo and the hook. What kind of Christmas did you have in Honolulu?
I think I told you that at a very early age, my parents would make us pick 2 presents out of all the presents that were there, and we'd give the others away to people that needed it. So, Christmas was a time where we just really enjoyed more family, and it wasn't so commercialized. It's really kind of become a little commercialized, don't you think?
A little. I got something you put in front of the toilet, so when you sit down, you put your feet up. And then they call it the eliminator. It helps you go.
That's a great thing.
And now I don't know what they're thinking. They're always picturing me in the bathroom, I guess, because now I got a toilet that lights up.
Yeah, that was part 2 of the present, the enhancement. You got the best toilet in town.
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering though, they must think I got bowel problems.
I know we have some fun things planned in January. You'll go down and visit your buddies in Fort Myers, and that's always a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be fun. Do you think we're going to go gambling when we're over there?
Well,
We like Wind Creek. And they're great sponsors at the Wahoos. We like them.
I know. I'd like them better if they'd let me win.
But it is fun.
Oh, yeah.
After Fort Myers, we'll go down to Fort Myers. We'll go down to your old hangouts, Bonita Bill's.
We've got a place down there called Bonita Bill's, and it's a beach bar. Well, they're barefoot in there. There's dogs walk through, birds fly through, and their slogan there on their shirts are, no shoes,
no shirt.
No shirt. What do you want to drink?
Well, you'll be glad to go and back and see the old neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. Well, now when I go, I hate to tell you, but I'm old enough now where all my friends are dying off, so it's usually the younger group now that's down there. So I have to take young stuff with me.
We do have a lot of fun, though. That last time I went, it was a lot of fun.
Well, she falls in love with the guy selling tomatoes.
They were good tomatoes. Anything for a good tomato. He gave me a lot of tomatoes. I brought them home.
Yeah, well, I was going to say you bought them. Well, anyway, we have to start thinking about New Year's Eve and that 12 o'clock where you make a resolution. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do the same dieting. I don't know, maybe I would make a resolution that I'm going to try and be nicer.
You don't think you're nice?
Oh, I like myself.
Well, a lot of people like you.
Yeah.
But that's a good, goal, though, to always try to be better. So you're going to try to be nicer. So if Shirley Black comes out, we can say, Shirley, you're being Shirley Black.
I'm trying to be Shirley White now.
Yeah. It's good to have goals. So I'm going to count how many times you're nicer in January and give you a little score.
Well, I think we're kind of Dullsville today.
You are?
No, we are. You're not asking any interesting questions.
I could get kind of risque. No.
No.
Well, no. You didn't tell the best part about Bonita Bill's, about the flashers.
Oh, my grandson came up there with his half-brothers, and I took them to Bonita Bill's because I said, that's one thing about it. It might not be a fancy place, but they always run a clean ship. Everybody's well behaved. So I bring these young fellas in there, and wouldn't you know, that night, the woman got up and flashed. So they've never let me forget that. Gee, Graham, you really take us to the good places.
Well, so.
Oh, say.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a lady in this town that belongs to our secret society club here.
Yep.
And she made this, and it's got a story with it about her mother used to like to sit and feel, and it's got all kinds of different furs to make it. What's the name of it?
Snow Lady. Yeah, a Snow Lady.
Snow Lady. It's kind of cute.
She is.
I never even played with dolls when I was a kid. Now I got a doll. Never can tell what's going to happen. What you might do someday.
Yeah, look, you found your way over here to Pensacola and have made a lot of friends.
Oh, I made a big stink about coming.
You did?
I didn't want to come, no way.
Oh, you ended up here with a whole new
Yeah.
group of friends, and
Oh, and now I love it because I think the people are so friendly and so nice.
and you see the changes downtown that have happened, and
Well, yeah, I
you know,
told them
you're
all about that.
it's
And
growing right before your eyes. It's blooming. Pensacola's blooming right before your eyes. Shirley, you know, we have talked about going on the road for our show. No, but we could be secret shoppers. We can go to Bubba's.
You've got more energy than I've got.
No, you got it still. But don't you think we were talking about going?
Well, we just talk about a lot of stuff, but we haven't even been to Bubba's candy shop yet.
Well, we need to go there. We were thinking of going to Sogo and walking around downtown and seeing all the different things. We just have to park you somewhere and people will come visit you. And look, you can take orders.
So far, you're flopping. So, oh no, we'll think of things.
Well, I think too, we talked about in this coming year, we'll maybe have some guests come after the first of the year, maybe.
We might be fired after today.
No, we're not going to be fired after today. But we want to, well, we will have guests. People have been asking if they could be guests. Quint said Bubba wanted to come on the show and say hi. And that'd be nice. That'd give him, because because of our viewership, we'd really help his business. Don't you think?
How do you, well, if anybody watches this, they might figure, get rid of the old girl.
No, we're talking about if people want to be, pop by and
well,
be
we don't want to
guests.
sit here and talk about how we've got problems. We are stars and we're going to be stars.
And that's why people want to be on here, and people have been asking. I do think now we should get an email address. Maybe I'll ask them at Blab to say Laverne and Shirley or Shirley and Laverne at blabtv.com, and they can write their questions and comments, and then we can maybe answer some on the show.
What if I don't know the answers?
You know the answer. Remember, you told me you know everything.
Yep.
So there you go. But I think that's another fun way we could have the audience interact.
Well, I don't
with
think
us.
we should discuss it on the program.
Because like we're giving a secret away or something?
Yeah.
No,
I'm more for shock.
Well, I know, but we're giving a little tease, a little hint to the audience. Your public is clamoring
Remember
for
how
contact.
Dean Martin was so good with Jerry Lewis? You should be asking me real funny questions.
Oh, so now it's like me. I'm not asking you funny questions. I have to think of some then. But it's just that, we kind of just go with the flow. I think people don't
well,
realize.
that's what we should do. We're rusty, as you say. So let's get polished up a little bit.
Well, these guys make us look so good. I think we're messing with the microphones, are we?
No, I just scratched myself.
No, but the
when you got an itch, what do?
You scratch.
Yeah, right. Okay, have a thrill coming because we're really going to get polished. So get prepared for a fantastic follow-up.
And here's to 2017, all polished
and
up.
let's wish each other luck for gambling tomorrow.
Okay. Love you, Shirley.
Crazy about you, Laverne. Is that okay?
We are going gambling tomorrow.